Hi, this is Angel Jones. I love great conversations where life's journey is communicated not only through words, but tones and emotions. Explosive expressions that allow you to feel what they felt and learned. A fool learns only from his own mistake, while the wise learn from their own and from those others have made. Thanks for being here with us. Good day, Virginia Jimenez. How are you going on this wonderful, beautiful day?
I am doing very well today. Already I've started, pumped up, just ready.
That's wonderful. So tell us, which of your talents is responsible for us meeting?
The talent that for me, I think it's a desire to connect and that desire to just like also inspire connection in other people. And so I think that one of the things that led us to meet is just being true to that human instinct of wanting to connect with people and get to know people, and this insatiable desire to be curious and want to meet new people. So I think that's initially what started all of this.
Who did you learn that from?
I think that was something that that was kind of natural for me as a child, and it came out even more so after a seminar that I took or that I attended, a UPW event with Tony Robbins back in 2012. Something about that event and meeting like over 4,000 people from across the world was just, lit me up to want to continue to meet new people. And from there, it's been, this constant movement of a desire to meet new people and to connect with them and see what people's worlds are like. And I'm a coach, so personally that's I thrive on learning about new people and seeing how I can best support them in the things that they're doing in their life.
And why will you continue? I mean, now that the light has been lit and you're kicking off, you're fully ignited, why will you continue to repeat the skill of meeting so many other people?
One of the biggest things is to inspire, is to, first of all, to get to know people and where they are. And second of all, because I want to learn, and I think through connection is where we learn best. It's not through books. It's actually taking, having a conversation with somebody else and dialoguing and seeing different ideas and different things in other people's perspective. And I think it's also a great way for you to learn how to have more compassion when you do have connect with other people and learn to love even through differences.
Yes.
So I want to, because the reality is we're not gonna agree with everybody 100% of the time. I mean, there's studies that have shown even in marriages that 69% of arguments are non-resolvable. So I think having more,
69%,
really,
wow.
yes, this is a study done by Dr. John Gottman.
Interesting.
So for me, I think the more I connect with people, the more I'm able to understand individuals and also support them, because that's really what I feel like my desire is to do in this, on this planet while I'm here, is to help people and also to inspire connectedness. So
I think even within one's self, there are arguments. There's, hey, should I walk there? Should I go over there? Should I stop? Yes, I could see that. So I think, yes, it's fully understandable that, hey, we're not going to agree with everything, but we could agree to disagree, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I like what you mentioned too, because it's true. Even within ourselves, we go through this little war sometimes, this tug of war of like, our animal instincts is, the emotional side of us is taking over. And then the logic is like fighting with that. Like, no, we should probably like tone it down and relax. So
Exactly.
Even within ourselves, it's a practice.
Especially with sugar, right? Like, should I eat the chocolate? Should I not eat the chocolate? Should I eat the chocolate? Should I not eat the chocolate?
Oh, yes. I totally can relate. Throw some dark chocolate in front of me and we're done.
So tell us one other thing, Virginia, that you do consistently, let's say for the past 3 years.
One thing that I've been doing consistently for the last 3 years is trying new things out and really stepping out of my comfort zone big time. I mean, I've made a list of things that I've wanted to do, and over more than 3 years, I've been, tackling those things. And more recently, I'd say in the last 2 years, I ventured off and left my corporate job and started my training and coaching business.
Wow.
And so, even within that, there's, like as an entrepreneur, there's a lot of things that you're testing, and so I think there's a constant getting out of the comfort zone for the last 3 years and testing new methods of creating an extraordinary life for myself and for my family.
How does it make you feel?
Oh man, that makes me feel alive. Yeah, I feel like if I was just sitting around and just thinking about it, there would be this just this sense of emptiness for myself, because in my mind, I know that I can, I like challenges and I like overcoming challenges. So I definitely enjoy trying something new out that I'm not good at and then finding my way around it. And I also learn in the process of being more compassionate with myself, because I feel like many people could probably relate with this perfectionism issue. And I think that when you do more things that are out of your comfort zone, you kind of practice that mindset of overcoming, the sense of needing to be perfect.
Yes. So why would you suggest that someone do what you've done? Let's talk about you leaving corporate and entering into the thing you love. Why would you suggest someone do something like that?
Well, I don't think I would initially suggest it. So for me, I need to ask questions, find out where people are, because it's not for everybody. If some people are not, there's it's not that it can't be done by other people. It's just that some people, it's not really what they would like. So I won't tell everybody, hey, you should do exactly what I did, because we all come from different walks of life and have had different experiences. Our mindsets are a bit different. So I think for me, I'd have to first find out, what it is they would like to do. And if this is something that they would like to do, then I would definitely say, listen, let's have a conversation around that. Let's talk about, what this deep desire is to do what I did, and see how I can support you on that. Because, I'll give them suggestions based on what what they truly would need or want to create in their life.
Love it. Virginia, let's switch gears for a bit now. Let me invite you into my time machine that is surrounded with beautiful, warm, blue Caribbean water. Virginia, what is your earliest childhood memory?
Well, speaking of Caribbean waters, my earliest childhood memory that I remember, and I've actually written a piece on this, is when I was in Dominican Republic. My family's originally from there, and my grandfather, he has a farm, or he had one many years ago, and lots of different animals. And he had a pen with rabbits, and I was staying there for about 3 weeks. So every morning I'd go and I would play with the rabbits. I already named them and everything. They were my pets. Forget it, And then towards the end of our stay, I think we had 2 days left, and I heard him tell somebody, okay, we're going to have a big dinner. Make sure that you get the rabbits that are in the pen over there. That's what we're going to eat. And oh my God, my ears perked up like, what? No, you cannot. Like, that's Fluffy, that's Blanca. Like, we're not going to eat those rabbits. It's just not happening. So he was like, well, that's what they're here for. This is a farm. These animals are meant, to serve us. And I round up all the kids from the neighborhood. Mind you, like, I'm this American mindset, because I grew up in the United States, in Miami, Florida. And I'm in the Dominican Republic, and I'm like, no, we need to we need to complain about this. We need to make sure that they understand that we can't do that. So I got the kids together. We did signs and everything, and then we just started circling my grandfather and telling him, "Que no maten los."
Could you say it in Spanish again, please? Let me hear it.
Que no maten los conejos. That's what. That's what we were saying. And he was a man of very little words. So he just looked at me with this grin, like from ear to ear, and he just nodded to somebody and hand gestured to them and told them to go and buy some other rabbits, that he wasn't going to kill those. So that was one of the best memories I've had as a child. I'll never forget just that feeling of yes, I won that battle.
So why do you think it's so? Did you say how old you were? I got lost in the memory. Did you say how old you were?
No, I didn't. I was 8 years old.
All right. So why do you think this memory in particular is so clear?
Oh, well, I think it had to do with just the fact that I didn't think he would actually do it. Although I was determined to have him change his mind.
Yes.
But he finally did. And so it just felt like, yes, like this relief that I made something happen. And I was 8 years old and I got people together, and I was really just driven to make sure that those rabbits didn't get killed on my watch, at least. So
Can I offer the interpretation of that thought picture you created in my mind?
sure. Love to hear it.
Transformation.
Yes. Transformation.
Yeah, you did it, right?
Oh my gosh. I love that word.
You did it. You actually helped your grandfather, who was probably almost 5 times your age at that time, right? Or probably 7 or 8 times your age. All right, let's say 6.
Yeah.
And you actually helped him transform his mind.
That's correct. I sure did. My gosh, absolutely. Because, as my mom told me growing up, he was hardcore. It was like, no, this is what it's meant for, and that's it. And he, wow. I didn't even think of that perspective from his angle.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I mean, and look at the tools you used. You didn't just go to him and say, you can't do this. You actually painted a picture on your placard, if you may, right?
Right.
You actually used natural tools to actually transform his thinking towards something that he's probably done all his life. The rabbit is food. Yeah, and that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Wow. That's awesome that you share that. Thank you.
You're welcome. If we fast forward to when you were 12, what was your favorite song?
Man, there were so many songs at that age. I had to look them up, and I thought, you know what? The one that I would like is Mary J. Blige, Real Love, because I think at that age, there's you're still getting to know, learn about boys, and you're starting to recognize that you like boys or like somebody, and it's not just a friend. And so, and I think that most people want that idea of real love really happening in their life. So Real Love by Mary J. Blige, that's one of the songs I would listen to at that age.
Super. So right here actually always connects to the thing we were discussing before.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, and you were. All right, let's start with the you were. You were able to help your grandfather transform his way of thinking through love. Through real love.
Yes.
And I'm sure even with your coaching, so you are able to help people by coming from a perspective, from an angle of, from a perspective of real love.
Yes.
Is that how you do it?
Yes.
There
and
we go.
I'll say, yep, that is. When I look at, clients, potential clients, whoever, I like to see through the barriers that we have, all those things that we are masking ourselves with, and seeing the divine source within them, because I know that we're made of greatness. We have that within us, and sometimes we just block it. And so absolutely. Damn.
Wonderful. Well, Virginia, we have arrived at our destination, but before we get off of this time machine, there's a small declaration form, so it's yes or no. Virginia, have you chosen someone to pass on your skills to?
Yes.
Are you married?
No.
Do you have children?
Yes.
How many?
I have 2 boys.
Wonderful. Do you believe in God?
I do.
Do you have an inner circle of friends?
I definitely do.
Do you watch TV for more than 3 hours a day?
No,
How
I
about
don't.
3 hours a week?
No, not even.
What about screen time, the phone and or the computer? Is it more than 8 hours a day or less than 8 hours a day?
Okay, it's less than 8 hours a day, but definitely there's screen time.
All right. Virginia, this was a great pleasure. Before you leave, is there anything you'd like to share with our amazing audience?
I would like to share that, for every single one that's listening, to take moments to connect with the divine source that's within you, that the essence of your beauty that's within yourself, and to go out there and pursue the things that you want to pursue. And, it doesn't have to be changing careers. It could just be doing the things that you really love. Don't forget about you. All right.
Love it.
Real love starts with loving you first.
There we go. Real love. Virginia, thank you for being on 12-Minute Convos with Angel Jones.
Oh, thank you, Angel. This has been lovely.
Amazing audience. Before you leave, there's one person I'd like to introduce you to, Amanda Jones. She is my wife, and her passion is to educate, encourage, and empower.
Hi, I'm Amanda Jones, and I'm a registered nurse. Do you or someone you know have diabetes? According to the International Diabetes Federation, in 2015 worldwide, 415 million people were living with diabetes. Just as that figure is overwhelming, so too can the effects of diabetes be. So, to help simplify diabetes for both adult and child, I've used rhymes in my books, The ABCs of Diabetes for Children and Poems for Patients, A Focus on Diabetes. At its simplest, rhymes help us to remember. If you, a child or friend, want an easy, reader-friendly way to know about diabetes, then get a copy of these books. For more details, you can go to poemsbyaj.com. That's poemsbyaj.com.